Hi guys, welcome to All London Podcast. Happy New Year and all them things there.
All them things there.
All them things there. So it's Sophia and it's also...
Yeah, Charlene, we'll come back to you this year with new energy, new vibes, new goals. Yeah, a new vibe and stuff like that. So yeah, we're happy to be back. We hope you missed us. And we've got a few things coming this year actually. So...
Yeah.
You know, it's looking to be an exciting ending of the Pandorama, you know, so...
Pandorama? What are people saying? They're like, what do they say? A panoramic?
Panoramic.
We're in a panoramic. Yeah.
A pandemonium. A
pandemonium.
pathetic. All that shit.
Yeah,
like, we're, you know, a possessive, whatever you want to call that stuff. Like, we're, you know, but we've got some cool things coming up, so definitely listen out for that. But yeah, I don't know if we even said our names yet.
I thought I said mine. Did I say it? I said it. I don't even know what I said. Yeah. So like, yeah, Sophia.
Oh no, you did.
I didn't it because I was. I actually did. So I was like, I swear, yeah. You just went in. I was like, yeah, let's go. So.
And Charlene again.
Yeah.
But yeah, how you been? How have you been?
Been alright. I mean, we're only 2 weeks into the year and a lot has happened. So yeah, just keeping up with the world really. But I'm good. Yeah. How have you been?
I feel the same. I feel like it's been a new year, we're, you know, second week of the new year, whatever. And I feel like so much has happened already. But even just like, you know, especially like, yes, obviously we'll talk about the world, but just in terms of like internally, like our own journeys, like I really feel like this, because if we didn't know, this is actually the start of the new decade. Like obviously a lot of people got it wrong last year, but yeah,
we can ignore 20.
But this is actually the start of the new decade, and so I really feel like, you know, coming into this kind of new year, you know, I don't think it really can get worse than last year. So, you know,
don't speak too soon, girl.
No, I mean, listen, I'm speaking into...
We're hopeful.
Exactly. We're speaking into existence. Like, we're speaking more positivity. And, you know, we're not going to overlook, like, the fact that a lot of people are still suffering. And obviously our heart goes out to them. You know, we wish, you know, everyone just, like, more success and just good health and things like that. But, yeah, I just feel like this new year is bringing new energy, new thoughts, new approaches, new things that are important to me or us, you know, and internally just working on yourself, like really trying to be a better me. So yeah,
I hear that. But I mean, like, you guys know that we're like your black radio, no, your black news source. So you know, it was we always got to come with the latest news of what's going on. So yeah, aside from working on ourselves, which is definitely like an important thing to do 2021. I mean, now we're in another lockdown, obviously.
Yes, if you're in the UK.
Now is the time again. If you're in the UK, yeah. We're in a lockdown. Lockdown number 3, I believe.
Yeah, but this one is like the most important one. Listen, my nigga, they had 80,000 cases in a day.
Mate.
In a day, fam.
And then what is it, 1,000 and something deaths?
Like I think the highest death days is like 1,500. It's wild.
Yeah.
Like it's wild, and I just feel like people.
When is it gonna fucking end?
Listen, they're starting to administer the vaccine. Thank God for that. I think what it is that really in the UK especially, we're seeing the effects of what happened over Christmas and New Year when like I saw bare man them out and about, like out and about. Like, yeah. And so that's what we're seeing now. So go for it.
Yeah. I was going to say, the thing is, like, people were saying, like, oh, it's people not following the rules, but, like, equally to blame it is the government. Had the government been, like, firm in the beginning, like, right, this is what we're doing, like, we would have been in a position, like, you know, Thailand, like New Zealand by this stage. It's now a year on and nothing has improved. It's actually got worse. So, like, who can we blame? Yeah, okay, you have to have personal responsibility. Yeah, like, there were enough fucking New Year's Eve house parties, like, we all saw that. But equally, like, the government are the people that have control over what's going to happen and how things should happen. If workplaces are still open, people are not getting furloughed, of course they're going to have to go to work. Of course people are going to have to go out and do whatever. And then, like, you know, people's mental health is declining. They're like, I haven't seen my friends for time. People would naturally just go and just do whatever they want to do. So there's blame on both sides. So it's really difficult.
I think what it is that But to your point, like there just wasn't there's not really ever been like a cohesive, clear message. I think that I also think the problem is that you started off by saying one thing and then you changed your mind. So for example, if you're in
every 2 minutes you're saying this
right,
yeah,
so for example, if you're in the UK, you know, initially we had like a 6-day window where you know, between like 22nd and 28th, where you could do as you please essentially, for Christmas. And then obviously the week before they were like, no, this is getting out of hand, no mixing.
Not even a week, it was a couple of days.
A couple of days. So
like,
by this point, everyone had done their shopping. My mum had bought every kind of bird you could think of, right? And so it's like, you know, at the end of the day, people are like, no, I'm not wasting this. Now, obviously, you know, we're law-abiding citizens, so we, you know, we follow the rules. But you know, I know a lot of people that were just like, fuck that. I've spent all this money. I've spent hundreds of pounds just to have this one day or this one period of time.
And some people who live alone by themselves, like, do you know what I mean? Like,
so you know, it's just but at the same time, I think for me, I control what I do, and I feel like everyone should be able to control. I mean, I can't put my thoughts, and I appreciate that everyone is not like me. You know, I do get that, and that's something. Listen, that's something I had to learn the hard way. But you know, in a situation like this, where you're like, okay, right, I could die, or I could stay alive, or I could save people around me, or do you know what I mean? And it's like, for me, that's not even a discussion. That's not even a thought. And it's you know, I do get that there's lots of different points of views, but the reality of it is that there's a lot of people that were just selfish. Like, yeah,
definitely, absolutely. I mean, like the house parties that I was seeing on New Year's, I don't understand. People are like, what's the motive tonight? What's the motive? What's the motive? Your motive is staying at home. But what do you mean? It's just crazy. But yeah, for me, blame on both sides. And then today, I don't know if you've just seen the news today. So today, as in Tuesday, the 12th of January is when we're recording this. Priti Patel has just said that enhancing like more extreme measures. If you're on the bus or any public transport and you don't have an exempt form, you are going to get fined. Police are like ramping shit up. So I mean, obviously that's peak for people who are like ethnic minorities, because you know it's peaking offers as it is. So let alone if you're caught outside unnecessarily. So yeah, everyone watch out. Just be wise with what you're doing.
I just seen that actually. So mad. So is that what she said?
Yeah, it's getting ramped the fuck up.
Yeah, because like we're gonna go into are we going to this like tier 5 or whatever, or
I don't know if it's tier 5. I think it's just tougher restrictions, so more consequences basically. So like, yes, if you're getting if you arrange a house party, you're gonna get fined. The people who attended are also getting fined, so not just down to the person. Yeah, everyone there, it's all lock off. So yeah, just be wise, guys, and just use common sense. We all have it, so please.
Very true.
Yeah, now let's talk about the big elephant in the room, which, you know, if you haven't heard about this, where have you been?
And wait, can I just start off by saying, but we've been very consistent with our message from the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, we don't fuck with that man at all. And in fact, for that point, we're going to call him 45, because I just feel like he doesn't even deserve a name. Like,
yeah, he's given enough attention at this stage. So guys, Capitol fucking Hill.
And can I just say, for those people that have actually visited DC, like I have a long time ago, like it's actually really cool to see. Obviously, we know that democracy in America was, you know, set up on systemic racism, yes, but it is actually cool.
Yeah, it was built by slaves,
right?
It?
But it is cool to see. Like, it really is a cool thing to see, and to see, you know. Anyway, let's talk about what happened.
Let's get into it. All right, you know, it's time for a Fierce Fact.
I've
got notes, guys. I've got the notes. Right, so let's get into it. So if you guys didn't know what happened, so on the 6th of January, a far-right mob of Trump supporters waged a violent attack against 117th United States Congress, Capitol Hill. And if you don't know what Capitol Hill is, it's a seat of the US government, home to the domed United States of Capitol Senate, Houses of Representatives, and the neoclassical Supreme Court. So like a bunch of like
senators, representatives.
People got into like on a everyone who does like government,
like all the lawmakers is what they call them.
All the lawmakers. So I remember seeing a video, like a bunch of like Trump supporters were on a plane going to DC. They're like, Trump. And I remember seeing it initially, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And like nobody knew like what was coming. So a bunch of these people got into a plane, landed at DC, and I think Trump was initially having a rally, I believe.
So he had he held a press conference at like down the road essentially from Capitol Hill, like near the White House.
And then those same people then obviously like marched over.
I mean, he said to them, so we're gonna march. Like
we're gonna he said he did. He's like, it's a call to action at this stage. Like he
said we're gonna march, and we're gonna tell them they can't take our government, they can't take our country.
Yeah, and if you guys missed, the reason for this is because he's still convinced that the election has been rigged, even though it's been counted numerous times. Because obviously on this day, actually, they were counting the final. Well, they were counting the final votes.
So they were counting what's called the Electoral College. Yeah. So each state, and I mean, you know, we're not a political podcast, but what I will say is that they definitely really need to look at like how they do their elections, because it's nonsensical.
Because mate, it's too long.
Like they are,
come on,
like
man.
States that have less residents have more power. It doesn't make any sense. Right. You know, you've got people states like Wyoming, where it's like they've got like 10 people in the state, and shout outs to everyone that's in Wyoming bar Mr. West, but you know, like you know, but yeah, they have like a lot of electoral college votes, whereas like you've got California, which has got the population of like more than the UK, for God's sakes, and they only have like 30, but they count for more than the percentage of the electoral college votes that they have, if that makes sense. So there's like 500, there's 500 in total, and you know, let's say that California probably make up for about, you know, 8% of those, something like that. Like, it's just, it doesn't make sense. So yeah, it's a really stupid system.
It is. So yeah, that was all going on. They were counting that, and then people were first of all like shouting outside saying Trump, 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 and like just whatever the fuck.
And hang Mike Pence.
Oh yeah, hang Mike Pence.
Yeah, they were shouting.
Hang Mike Pence. Oh yeah, because they're calling him a traitor now. Yeah. Because Pence is also calling out Trump on his.
Well, he's not calling him out, but what he's saying is that he's not going to go against the Constitution. So like, he's not really explicitly called him out there, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm just hearing rumours. People are saying that, oh yeah, he's really concerned for like his mental well-being and all this sort of shit. So people were shouting outside first of all. So it was just like, you know, normal protest, but you know, them lot doing extraness because, you know, that's how they do. And then I saw a video of them actually attacking and beating up a police officer. And I believe this might be the one who died. Yeah, it was really sad. So they were hitting him over the head.
They dragged
with, like,
him.
Some long pole.
They dragged this guy from inside. Dragged him and then beat him to death.
Beat him to us. And then like obviously they all stormed the building. People were smashing up the windows. One woman got shot when she was smashing up the window. They got inside, and I saw I'm not sure if you've seen this video, but there was one black police officer. He was literally the only person there, and they were coming in the building and like antagonize him. So they would like run up to him and he would back away and turn away and like walk up the stairs, and they just run after him. And like someone made a good point to say that. Yeah, so I made a good point to say that he looked to the right, which is where like some of those senators were in at the time, and like he like quickly looked the other way and then moved the other way to like distract them and bring the protesters away from that door, because the door was open, so they could have gone in had they not have noticed that, you know, the people were in there. So yeah, he actually moved them away and like ran up the stairs, and then that's when the rest of the police confronted these people.
Crazy.
So it was way too easy how these people got in.
I mean, it was a setup. It was a straight setup. It was obviously a straight setup.
And I just wanted to talk about QAnon. So if you guys don't know what QAnon is, QAnon is basically a disproven and discredited far-right conspiracy theory alleging that a cabal of Satan worshipping, cannibalistic and trigger warning pedophilic. How do you what is that word? Pedophilic. We'll go with that. Yeah, I feel like it sounds right. Is running. Yeah, so they believe they're running a global sex trafficking ring plotting against Donald Trump, who's fighting the cabal. So QAnon also asserts that Trump is planning a day of reckoning, known as the Storm, when thousands of members of the cabal will be arrested. So they think that there's like loads of like liberal Hollywood actors, Democratic like politicians, all sorts of people who are involved in this, and like QAnon. They allege that QAnon is responsible for doing organising this whole riot.
I'm sorry, but wait, can we just take a second? How, Sway?
So QAnon started online, so I think it started on 4chan, and like people have like no one knows who, if it's one person, if it's a group of people, nobody knows. So they just came out and said like, right, this is what's going on. Donald Trump knows the real truth. That's why like people are against him. That's why they want to take him down. Like, we have to like know the truth. And like did you hear about Pizzagate as well? I don't know if you heard about that whole thing.
Pizzagate,
it's kind of a similar thing. Yeah, it's a similar thing. It's just conspiracies that people are involved in this whole sex trafficking ring. Which there's no evidence, nothing like that. And so yeah, right when people have like started to believe this, and they're like, yeah, that everyone's against Trump, this is why we've like got to like protect Trump, and Trump's gonna like one day reveal all this information, no one wants it to come out, and like yeah, so people are really believing what this QAnon
it's actually scary
saying. It's terrifying.
It's actually
the internet
really
is
scary.
Terrifying. So the fact that it's incited this much violence just over someone making up just ridiculous claims, like it's outrageous.
It's
so yeah, QAnon So yeah, they allege that QAnon may be responsible for this.
I mean, the thing is, it's like, I mean, there's just so many it's so clear that it was Trump supporters, because, you know, you have some of the senators who again, just absolute people of just disgusting people who are saying, oh, apparently it was actually Antifa, which is a far-right group. It's just like, no, like, come on.
Yeah, I
we
heard
literally
that.
saw
They
these
were dressed
people
up as Trump's
go to these to the rally, and then we saw them walk from there to the Capitol building. Like, what's going? And also, like, nigga, like, this shit has been going online for ages. You know, there's videos of like Mitt Romney, who is if you don't know who that is, he's a senator from Utah. He's also a previous presidential candidate, and he was on the plane from Utah to Washington to vote, and everyone on the plane was like fuck Mitt Romney, or like, you know, hang him or something like that, just because he was the only Republican senator to actually vote to impeach Trump before. And he's the only one that's really stood out, 45 I should say, the only one that's really stood up against it, you know, saying like, look, this is ridiculous. But for me, I think, yeah, it's just crazy. Let's be clear, like, I know I actually might have a few more things to say, but 5 people died. Like,
bro,
5 people died.
So like, what is it, a lady got trampled on,
Someone
allegedly died from getting
no, go for it.
Someone allegedly died from getting tasered, I heard. Obviously, so, and then there was obviously a lady got shot when she was coming in the window, the police officer. I'm not sure who the 5th person was though.
5 people died. I know a lot of people injured, obviously. And just
injured,
like, I just think to myself, like, for those people that, like, what's really hurting me right now is that you have some of the Republican lawmakers being like, you know, we should actually say that the Democrats basically are trying to, one, impeach him, and also they're trying to invoke. Sorry, you go for it then.
No, sorry. I just had a little bit of notes. So on Monday the 11th of January, they introduced the article of impeachment against Donald Trump. So obviously for the second time, because you guys, we spoke about this before, they tried it the first time and didn't go.
No, they did. He was impeached.
I did go. Oh yeah, it did work,
but
then nothing.
They couldn't remove him from office.
Yeah, it's because the Republicans are the ones who vote.
Yeah, and they were in control of the Senate, so.
Yeah. So it was like, no. So the move has come amid growing concern over the risk of more unrest leading up to the days of Joe Biden's inauguration as president on January the 20th. And also there's been more rumours that like more violence is to come.
They said from the 16th to 20th in every single state. At every single state building they're going to riot, apparently.
It's gonna go off, like they're coming with guns, like all sorts of shit. So if you're over in America and you're a person of color, stay the fuck inside, because
away.
Like someone made a great point, like if they can't get to their target, they will get any and everyone who's in their way. So please, like, any protesters, counter protesters, like, please, it's not worth your life. It's not, because these people are on some and the thing is, they don't have to pay any consequences,
right? And also like, Joe Biden's going to be president, so let's just let it play out.
So let's please.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. What was something else I was going to say? Yeah, also now these protesters who were trying to actually come back home after doing their nonsense were getting kicked off planes because they've actually been issued with travel bans, so that's actually hilarious.
Thankful for that.
Hilarious. I'm not sure if you've seen the videos. Guys, Google it because it makes for great viewing. It's so funny. They're crying, they're like, you're ruining my life, and it's like, oh, okay. But when are you saying that? Muslims should not be allowed on planes.
For real.
You're not seeing, you can feel it now.
But for you, man, that were like, that you decide to bunk work to do stupidness, like, it's like, no, let your work know now that, right, exactly. Also, I just want to say that as well as the article of impeachment, they also they're trying to ask Mike Pence to invoke the 25th Amendment. He's not going to do it though. So that basically means that you're unfit. So it's really meant for a president who's unable to serve due to like operation. So it was brought in by when President Nixon was assassinated, I believe. So but then or was unable to, you know, serve for whatever reason, and so they're trying to invoke that. So far Pence has said nah, fam, but I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, for me, the biggest sort of effrontery of it all is that a lot of the Republican lawmakers are like, you know, we need to heal the country, we need to come together. No, you didn't care about coming together. You didn't care about coming together until now you look stupid. And then now, like, all the major companies are pulling out. You know, you have Senator Josh Hawley, who's an absolute dickhead, who lost his book deal with Simon & Schuster. You have the PGA, which is the Professional Association for Golf that have pulled out from 45, and 45 also has lost all of his accounts on social media, which is
he's been
thank the Lord.
So
not just Twitter,
that, like,
Instagram,
everything.
Snapchat, fucking Google have taken him off.
Lock off.
Because I mean, you guys are literally inciting violence. But I agree, and I hope that for anyone's listening, if anyone has any kind of sway, that any of the senators who actually, because there's senators that actually came out after that and actually still decide to proceed and vote against certifying the election. There's a lot of them. So I think they had about 14 senators that were going to oppose it, and of those 14, 7 of them still decided to continue to do so after the riot had happened, when they went back to Congress, or back to the Senate, I should say. So those people, listen, watch out for them. They should hand in their resignations, as well as the House members as well, because you cannot be inciting insurrection and still be able to carry out your job, and me pay my tax dollars to pay for your salary. Are you mad? Are you actually mad? And of course, to bring it back to us beautiful black people, you know, as you see everywhere, you know, Michelle Obama said it like best as well. This did not happen in Black Lives Matter protest, and that was a
Charlene,
peaceful protest. As soon as
BLM was marching towards Capitol, everyone would be shot down. Are you joking?
Fam, did you see that every step of the Capitol building there was the National Guard there waiting with arms, full armor, full weapons, weaponry,
army gear, like.
So if you guys don't believe that racism is a thing, nigga, I have nothing else to say to you.
I've got no hope for you. Right?
And also, you know, just the systemic issues in this country. I mean, they literally planned this. Like, someone deep in some sort of intelligence space, you know, obviously if you're listening now, I do want to come to America because I do like LA, but someone in like, you definitely, like, I don't know where the breakdown was. This is not new information, obviously, you know, it's all over the news, but like, something, you need to find out what happens, and these people need to be reprimanded. It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd.
Apparently the FBI had warning of this actually coming, so
there was, it was all on chat rooms, Reddit, everything, which are places that they usually monitor for this type of information. So, you know, at the end of the day, people are saying that Joe Biden's got work to do, and he does. But let me tell you that his response to this has been a good start, you know? It's been a good start, you know, for asking the questions that need to be asked. Why did this happen? How the hell did this happen? This wouldn't have happened if it was... No, but he actually said this wouldn't have happened. This wouldn't have happened if it was for Black lives. I think that...
it wouldn't have.
Right, but I'm happy... I'm not saying that he deserves a gold star, but I'm happy that he's able to confidently say that on national TV to the world. That's what I'm saying, because a lot of people aren't, you know.
I think we have to. I think like what he's got to do is actually be like even more direct. We're like, he's saying things like, oh, this isn't the America that I know, this is not American of us, but it is very American.
True.
Because America is a very racist country, and I think until like people are outright saying like the reason this happened is because of white supremacy, that we're going to do X, Y, Z to tackle that, until they have that conversation, then we're not going to get anywhere. We can't be living in denial. The same as the UK.
Oh, completely agree. Completely agree.
Yeah, while yes, it may be a good start, they have to do so much more to like.
Of course, and no one's taking away from that. And the thing is, the reality is, we're probably not going to see the benefits of.
We said this.
Yeah, exactly. But for me, I'm sorry, in comparison to the last 4 years with the other one, it's like this is a good start. At least you have the other one telling people that there's good people on both sides, when people literally kill people in Charleston.
There's fine people.
Like, are you crazy? Oh, stand down and stand by to the Proud Boys, who are far left group, you know, who are basically white supremacists, or who are white supremacists. I'm sorry, for me, I know people are like, you know, he doesn't deserve gold star. No, he deserves. It's not. He doesn't deserve anything. I'm just saying it's a good start. That's all I'm saying. You know, I'm not giving him any accolades. I'm not congratulating him. I'm just saying it's a good start. Let's keep this message going so that everyone understands. You know, that, because the reality is some people still don't understand. So
they still don't get it. I think this was like, this opened people's eyes up more than BLM, because it was like, wow, like how is this happening? But like when it was BLM, they were getting shot and tasered,
tear gassed, all that stuff.
Tear gassed, yes. It was ridiculous. Just to wrap up this whole 45 speech, I've also heard recently that Ivanka Trump was planning to attend Joe Biden's inauguration to save her political career. And I'm like, what political career do you have? Okay, because apparently I've heard that she wants a plan to run for president.
Really?
Which is outrageous. So yeah, I mean, girl, good luck with that. It's not going to work, but I mean, good luck is what I can say. And that's where I'll end that.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, I think they should attend. I mean, obviously we heard that 45's not attending, which is great, but you know, I think that, you know, that's the right thing to do. Obama attended 45s, and at the end of the day, 45 spent his whole time saying about how Obama wasn't even an American citizen, he was born in Kenya. I mean,
wow.
And yet Obama still graced him with his presence, because that's the right thing to do. Look at us black people just still trying to be good people, and these people just don't care. It's like, this is why we have to put ourselves first, guys, and that should be the mantra of 2021. Put ourselves first. No, honestly,
right. Do you, for real?
Do us, man, because we seen what happened last year. Let's keep putting money, effort, love, support into black businesses, black companies starting, you know, black initiatives, black creatives, which is something that we're both really passionate about. You know, let's do that, because I feel like at the end of the day, we're actually increasing the value of the black pound or the black dollar, however you want to put it. You know, there's black banks starting in the US, with like Killer Mike starting the first black bank, and you know, there's a lot more black or diverse, I should say, representatives within like government in America. In the UK, we still need to work on it. So, you know, let's keep, you know, there's a lot more programs now to accelerate black employees to, you know, go from junior or entry level to, you know, senior level in places like the music industry, for example. You know, so let's keep elevating black people. Let's like reinvest in our communities. Let's reinvest in our businesses, and let's actually, you know, sort of solidify what we already know, which is that we have the power, you know.
For sure. Now, you know, I love a bit of gossip.
Let's go. I know, I feel like I don't know what to say.
Girl. You know me, girl. I'm sure everyone maybe knows what I'm going to say. So, Kim and Kanye apparently divorcing.
Mad.
So,
but are we surprised?
Who knows if it's true? No. I mean, I'm surprised it took their marriage lasted this long. If I'm
because it's been like 6 years, 8 years, something like that.
6 years, I think they've been married, but I think they were together. Well, I don't even know, but yeah, they're apparently getting divorced, and like, you know, I'm very much into pop culture, if you know, and like I think that is probably more so to do with like image and more than anything for Kim, because obviously the Kardashians and the Jenners are very much about image and like good publicity and stuff like that, and obviously Kanye West does not bring that to them.
Do you think?
I think
really.
I think someone made a good point saying that like she sort of used him now more than like she needs. So like she's got what she needs from out of him, basically. So obviously like when she was starting to go out with him, Kanye West and Jay-Z were like running the music game. They were huge, and so like obviously it would help her brand to be with somebody like that. I'm not saying that she used him for those reasons, but I mean, if we're just talking about logistics here, so yeah, people think that, oh, she maybe like got with him, built her brand, built her career. Obviously he styled her and everything. Now she's like known for like her fashion. Now like things are going a little bit left with his mental health, and like just his like when he goes off on Twitter and stuff like that, it just doesn't look good for them. And Kardashians are very much about like good publicity, good press.
You say that, but like they do a lot of stuff that people don't agree with. I mean, you and I had a whole like back and forth about the quarantine and what they should or should not have done during quarantine. I feel like they did it themselves, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like they invited some of the bad press themselves just by what they do. You know, a lot of people find their
but I do think
posts
that's
very
just rich people behavior.
Yeah,
generally.
No, true, but I'm saying I just don't feel like he. Well, yeah, do you know what? The things he does have been a bit out there, to be fair. So
yeah. And I feel like they're gonna like turn on him and like create this whole like bad thing, like, oh yeah, Kanye, it's gonna come out all these things like Kanye did this during the marriage, Kanye did that, and everything's just gonna go left. Yeah, I think so, because that's how they call anyone who's associated with the Kardashians and they break off. Like, do you not notice the bad press that follows that person? Like, look at what they were trying to do to Jordan. Obviously it turned around to Jordan.
We're gonna speak abundance and blessings for that girl and Carl Towns, because they're just a beautiful couple, just
living her life,
living her best life.
But it's turned around so nicely for her, and I'm so glad that she came out and had her own narrative.
She's tenacious.
So,
you know, she's got it going on.
Yeah. And then obviously after that it came up, there was some girl on TikTok that made a video. I was like, I'm so glad this has
Let's
come
be clear,
out.
this is a girl that licks a toilet. So I mean, so that's what she's gonna be known for the rest of her life.
Disgusting. And the thing is, I didn't know that until I'd like researched.
I was like, really?
Oh, it's her. I was like, yeah, it's bullshit. I was like, yeah, obviously it's bullshit. So yeah, she's come and be like, I'm so glad that this divorce news has finally come out. I can finally say what's been on my chest. Kanye's been sleeping with a huge like beauty blogger, and everyone was like, who is it? And everyone just figured it out straight away, because who else is like massive beauty blogger? And everyone was like, it's Jeffree Star. Twitter. So everyone was like, Kanye's been sleeping with Jeffree Star, which is just so random and just ridiculous.
I just feel like news like that,
what?
it's just so stupid, because obviously false.
Ridiculous.
And obviously she's now come out to say that she was just lying, but like,
oh, she came out and said
because she's been slapped with a lawsuit. Like,
oh, shame.
Yes.
Shame.
She said, you know, that was a complete lie.
Jeffree denied it. Oh, mad.
Yeah, I mean, he played into it a little bit to start with by sort of saying about how he enjoys Sunday service.
Ready for Sunday service. Yeah, so I was like, lol.
He's like, but he said, you know, I like tall guys. I mean, Jeffree's had his own like issues right now with the, you know, the black guy that he's dating, which is
the black, who had the baby mother the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, isn't he cheating on her or something? Yeah.
Listen, that whole is a mess. But yeah, but yeah, no, that was just ridiculous. Also, in other news, Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan. I'm here for that.
Instagram official, yeah.
I'm here for that. That's a beautiful couple, man.
Good.
That is a very.
People
that's
like
a very.
He's finally going out with someone black. And I was like, oh, don't do him like that.
No, he actually dated though the girl from or apparently the girl from If Beale Street Could Talk. I can't remember her name.
Oh, is it?
Like, yeah, beautiful,
I know who's
dark skin girl, Remy something, or I'm not even.
I don't know anything about.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, I know who you're talking about, but I don't know her name. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know her name, but she.
Yeah, they're cute together, like Lori and Michael.
Sorry, money see money madness.
Yeah,
Steve, that Steve Harvey money is
hoist. Yeah. And people are like speaking bad on her, like, oh, why is she going out with so many guys? But like, she's young.
She's 24.
Like, if you want to date around until you find the right person, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
I think obviously it's because obviously she's been with a couple of high profile guys, but that's not our business. I'm not gonna lie. And the reality is, no, I agree, it's not our business. And the other thing is, but she's in that world. So if you date people you're around, right? And so you know, people like that, it's harder for them to do things like online dating. Although you've got like things like Raya, which is like, you know, celebrity or like business focused. So you know, you have to.
Wait, what? Raya?
Have you not heard about it? Oh, it's like a special.
No, I'm not sorry. I'm not at that level yet. Darlene, I'm sorry.
It's a special dating app for basically celebrities and or like really sort of high business people. Like you have to submit like an application like to get on that app. Like it's serious. So
okay.
So yeah, and they have to like proper like, you know, research your credentials and all that stuff. You know, so you know, basically you and I are not getting on it. Not that we need to, but you know,
not yet.
Yes, not yet. But yeah, no, like, so yes, at the end of the day she's gonna date people that she's around, right? I mean, people forget Lori Harvey was engaged, so she's engaged when she was like 20.
Who was she engaged to?
He's a footballer from like Dutch, so from Amsterdam, from Holland, sorry. And then she, I guess she's dated Future, Future, Trey Songz. And then obviously now Michael B and whomever else, but at the end of the day, listen, first of all, I can say she's got good taste, kind of, sort of,
right? Because apart from Future, but
I didn't say that. But Trey Songz is beautiful, and as is Michael B. So yeah, listen, live her life, man. But that's a beautiful couple. As for Michael B. Jordan, people have to say that he doesn't like dating black women. People ask him that a lot.
Is that even true though?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I've seen him with only one, like, I think one white girl. She might have been, I don't even know. But
I don't be following. Like, he stays pretty like covert with his dating life though, to be fair.
Yeah, no.
I think people also lumped him together because obviously his best friend is Stilo Brim, who used to date Connor Walker, who's the owner of House of CB. So that's like and he's so Stilo Brim's like the host of Ridiculousness, if you ever watched that before. With Chanel West Coast and Robert Dyrdek, your favorite guy because you're a skateboarder. Oh, if you don't know, Afia's a skateboarder.
I'm a fake skateboarder.
No, she's a skateboarder.
I can do like just 1-2 like pushes.
No, she's getting it going. She's got it going on. And we're going to talk to you about our plans about skateboarding one day. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm here for it though. I'm here for it. I'm so here for it. I'm so here for it. Who else do you think about Black News? Anything else on Black News?
This is such a long conversation, but I'll just brief it very quickly. Actually no, we'll speak about an app. So obviously guys, if you haven't heard right now, but like Clubhouse obviously a thing. So it's just like it's come out and like it's blown up over the past couple of months. Like mainly I've seen like black people using it, and I think black people, especially black Twitter, have taken it to a whole other place. And people just host conversations, so it's like a podcast but like something that's not recorded, so you can just drop in and drop out of different rooms that are hosting like different topics, like, oh yeah, why do like women do this, why do men do this, just like different topics. You can just drop in, drop out, people can speak their piece or just listen in the audience. So Annie, who's a rapper from South London, I believe,
she's from Lewisham,
has a song. Okay, so ends that we're familiar with. So yeah, she dropped a song. I'm trying not to implicate, but yes. She dropped a song like earlier last year called Paying Black Girls that featured her. I'm going to actually so bad because this is the point of the conversation. I've forgotten the girl's name. And Amia Brave. Yeah, so they released a song called Paying Black Girls. So like Amia just sang the hook and then Annie rapped the song. And then like Annie like was just lucky enough to get like a slot on Colours, which is sick. Obviously it boosts your career.
Colours is just so live, man.
Colours is so sick.
Oh my
gosh. It's great. So she got that slot and then the song was remixed and it actually featured Georgia Smith instead of Amia Brave.
Georgia!
And so like Georgia. So people were like on Clubhouse like going up. Well, they were on Twitter initially going off like saying like this always happens, like the erasure of dark-skinned black women, because Amia Brave is obviously a dark-skinned black girl.
Right.
And then you just put in like Georgia Smith, she's a light-skinned girl. Like this always happens. Why are they being erased? Like people were going off and having like a massive discussion. And then like it was going off for like a few hours, and then Annie actually joined the conversation. And she was like, actually no, like this is what happened. She was like, well, Georgia like made a verse, and I love the verse. It was nothing against Amia Brave. Obviously I love what she did to the song, but like it was a remix. I love what Georgia brought to the track. Like she was a light skinned girl, it's coming from different experience, she's had struggles growing up in an all white space, whatever. And then like yeah, that was the end of the conversation. But then people were still like, well yeah, fair enough, but it's still a conversation of like dark skinned black women being erased. So yeah, that's a whole other conversation. But that was just something interesting I thought was going on in Clubhouse.
Not Pen Back Girls,
so,
yeah.
It's a great song anyway.
It's a good song. It's a really good song.
It's great.
Yeah, no, it's really good. And the Colours video's gone off like millions and millions. I mean, Colours videos always go off. I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying Colours holler, because don't you think that would just be such a sick place to work? I just feel like it'd be such a fucking vibe.
Where is it? Is it in Amsterdam?
Yeah, I feel like
Berlin? Is it Berlin?
I think it's Germany. I think it's Germany.
Yeah.
Like it would just be so sick. Like they just seem they're always on the cusp of like new talent. Like for me, I learned a lot about like from Colours. You know, they actually just this singer called Demay. She's from Northwest London. She just did a Colours studio performance. It's absolutely beautiful R&B voice. And yeah, like she's 5,000 followers on Instagram. Like new, when I'm saying she's underground.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? And like they just, I just don't know. I would love to know how they, like what they do to, you know, discover new talent, because
find these people.
It's so interesting to me. Like there's lots of different players and stuff like that, and there's lots of different platforms, but like for me, Colours always get it right. Like people always bang off there. Like they had IMDb a while ago, and now she's just off. Like she's gone off.
That's
like,
what I mean. I think that's probably where I first saw her doing Pause, and I was like, oh, who's this girl? IMD. And if you guys are listening to our playlist, you know
better take my time. No, and get money after make money. Her whole movement from that. But what actually interesting, this is random, but on Colours, why do you feel like they changed it from the artists wearing the same colour as the background?
Yeah,
I want to know that.
I liked that thing because it was throwing me off, because I saw someone in a pink background and they're wearing blue. I was like, hold on, this is not how it used to be.
I say that because I remember IMDb was wearing brown in her one, but
she was wearing like beige, wasn't she? She was really nice.
And I'm like who made that decision? Why did they do that? I'm not gonna lie, I really preferred it the other way. I mean, I'm still always gonna tune in and support because I fucking love Colours, but I actually just wondered like why did they do that?
That was the point of Colours though, wasn't it? That's why it was called Colours, because you're wearing the colours like of the,
like I thought it was such a sick concept. Do you know what I mean? Like such a sick concept. But yeah, I mean, anyone who works for Colours knows Colours, shout out, because I just really would like to know.
Let us know. It's disturbing us, like, please.
We'd like to know. But you know what? Seeing as we're talking about music, okay, we have a certain someone who released an EP at the end of last year called Songs From Above, aka I.am.afia. So let's give a round of applause. I'm just clicking. I hope that doesn't sound too bad in the microphone. But yeah, so Songs From Above, talk to us about it. So it was released in when?
It was released on December.
Okay, we're gonna start again, because like you're really, I don't understand what's going on right now. This is not the way you promote your music. We need excitement. We need love.
Let me come with energy.
Right, come back with energy.
Right, so basically I released Songs From Above December 4th. It was an independent project. I recorded, produced, mixed everything in my house. It was just literally like I had, so from like June I'd bought a guitar. No, when was it? It was like April or May. I bought a guitar.
Damn, that lockdown.
So I was playing ukulele.
Banging.
Yeah, the lockdown was long. And actually, funny enough, me and Charlene learned how to play ukulele together. Maybe you learned a bit before me, I don't know. But we were playing ukulele and I was playing it at home. After when we went to lockdown, I was like, the strings are restricting me. I need 2 more. So let me get a guitar. So I bought a guitar and then I ended up writing like loads of songs. And I was like, shit, I've not written songs for so long. And I was like, I've got to put this together because there's no point in these songs sitting here for no reason. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, I was just writing about just how I was feeling then. I wrote a lot about love because at that time, me and my boyfriend were not living together. So I was just writing about that. The song One Again actually is about that. So that's the last track on the EP, by the way. So that's just about like longing for someone and missing them. The first song, Be Mine, is actually an experience that I think just from the conversations with all girls that have, all my friends, all my girlfriends, we've all been in the situation where there's just fuckboys. So I was thinking of all those experiences. You can't handle it. Yeah. So I was thinking of all those experiences where you know someone's bad for you, your friends are like, please, like, can you actually chill out? And you're like, no. And then like next thing you know, you're like, interventions. I actually went to their house last night, and you're like, what? So 7 songs for me, yeah, that's that song for them. Number 2, what was number 2?
Better Off.
Better Off was about the thing, I didn't even remember the name. Better Off is about not being sure if you're in the right space in the relationship, like if you should be in a relationship anymore, if you should go off to your own space and do your own thing. That's what those songs about. So it's like a whole different ride. So the first song about fuckboys, second song about like just figuring out if you should be with a person, and the last song is about, oh yes, I do want to be with a person, I really miss you. So it's like a story, a flow.
Yeah, it's kind of like
in a way. Yeah, I guess
I'm liking it.
Yes, in a way. So yeah, that's those.
Well, you can't forget about the outro as well, which is what I really like. So Afia definitely adopted like the kind of internet kind of vibe of things, which we love. Yes, and so they have the outros like, you know, Falling for Your Love, Easier to Breathe, and like, do you know what, I think Falling for Your Love is probably my favorite one. Because it's just really catchy, but also like a really nice outro as well. So honestly, when I think about outros, yes, I think about the internet, but really I think about Future Sex Love Sounds, because the outros in that are just madness.
Very good, very, very good.
But
no, like, yeah, the internet was definitely influenced by that. I mean, you've obviously, your favorite song by the internet is an outro.
It is.
So yeah,
which they never play.
Which they never played live. They've never played it
like
live.
I thought
they and Charlene love off Ego Death.
They were teasing me.
They
literally
just was on the cusp.
I really thought it was about to start when we saw them at Sunset House, and they took
I was looking
the
at
piss.
Charlene when we were at the concert. I was like, Charlene, I think it's coming.
you were like, you actually tried to kill my vibe. You're like, it's not gonna come. And then I was so
but I was hopeful in the way. I was like, maybe it will, but no, it didn't.
No,
but yeah, I was influenced by them.
But let me just say, from my perspective, Songs from Above is really amazing. My favourite song, I think, is Better Off, but then my favourite outro is Falling for Your Love. I really feel like, you know, for me, your harmonies are obviously always on point, and yeah, the way you've sort of vocally produced your music actually is really interesting. It's kind of it's like a lazy feel, but it's still intentional. And if people know you're lazy, but you're intentional sometimes. So I'm joking. I'm actually joking. I'm gonna be clear. I'm just joking. But
no, it's true. But this is true. This is actually the feel that I was trying to go for. I was trying to go for like not too much production, just very laid back. Like you're in my room with me, basically.
Exactly.
Like very bare minimum shit.
And that's actually really nicely illustrated with the album artwork as well. The album art looks sick. And it's
by Bulb Girl.
Yeah, for real. And you know, she really captures like how you are when you're probably making music, you know. And yeah, exactly. I'm seeing just, you know, parts of your room in the background, which I think are really cool as well. So I really feel like, you know, cohesively it all came together really well.
Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate your support. You've been very supportive with it, and like, yeah, everyone who listens to it, like, thank you very much. If you haven't, it's on Spotify, Apple Music.
We'll put it in places. We'll signpost it more on Instagram. and just in general. But yeah, we're obviously looking forward to the next project or the next thing coming out from you. So can you give us some more information about that, or no?
Yes, so hopefully next month there will be a track in February. So this is actually gonna be a track with like just my favorite producer of all time, which is Motion High Rule.
Motion High Rule, shout out to Curtis.
Shout out to Curtis.
Listen, Curtis is gonna come on here, I feel like. Curtis has got to come on here because he's just got stories, and I really.
He has got stories, and he's very talented. So like, if you guys, he hasn't got any music out at the moment, but I'm gonna actually apply the pressure and just like expose him right now and just say like, his music may or may not be coming very soon, so look out for that. So yeah, like he is Motion High Rule on Instagram, so you can listen to like little bits of his tunes on there. But yeah, this is a song it was funny because like we wrote this song that I'm gonna release probably like late 2019, and then we finished it in January 2020. And I remember seeing him like the week before lockdown, and I was like, I've just got a feeling I'm not going to see you for time. He was like, why are you saying that? I was like, I think they're going to lock the whole thing off. He's like, no, they won't, we'll see each other next week. I was like, okay, so I'm not going to see you for time. And literally like I got home and they're like, yeah, lockdown. And yeah, so we haven't actually physically been together to record any music since February 2020.
Wow.
So yeah, so I was like, I really want to put out something because we worked on so many tracks, and Charlene's actually been a part of a track as well. So yeah,
listen, it's all gonna come together. But no, we're really looking forward for that. Shout out to Motion High Rule, of course, but also shouts out to you, you know, well done for getting it out. Listen guys, we know more than anyone that it's so difficult. Like sometimes you're just like, it's almost like you're in pain with your art. And what I mean by that is like you're just struggling, like, how do I do this, like when is it gonna come together? And I think honestly, Afia is a testament to, like, if no one's available to help you for whatever reason, then just try your best to do it yourself. The internet is such a good fucking resource, like it's such a good resource, and so you really can find anything on there. You know, and I know that some people might be thinking, you know, it might not be done to this you know level or to that level, but actually like you can make really good products yourself, you know, just put the time and work in. So you know, like I think definitely, you know, sometimes it seems like there's a roadblock, but you can always find a way through, and I feel like Afia has been a testament to that. So
thank you very much.
So yeah, listen to Songs from Above. We said it already, but listen to Songs from Above. Listen. That's sad.
So speaking of like, you know, getting shit done, like New Year's goals. New
Year's, new me. All that shit. Yeah, no, I feel like
for me it's like same day, same New Year, same me. Like
no, listen, but no,
we're gonna change something.
We are. I mean, obviously, you know, no. So you and I have spoken obviously about like goals and stuff like that, which I think is really important. I actually did goals for 2020, but they weren't visible, and by that I mean I wrote them down on my phone and they're in my notes. And listen, I write notes for everything. So like they're literally far down. Now you can actually pin notes to the top though, of your notes thing, which is very useful actually, I found. So it's actually more visible, so every time you go into your notes app, you can see it.
There we go.
Yeah, but yeah, so goals. But I think, do you know what, goals are really important. I've found really important, because for me sometimes I feel like time, especially last year, March to December went by like that, by so quickly, right? And so I didn't like, there's probably things I could have done, although, you know, obviously everyone was going through loads of stuff, but yeah, there's probably things I could have done, but I just, not that I didn't remember as such, but they just weren't always at the forefront of my mind, because I was dealing with like what was happening in front of me, if that makes sense. So having like them written down, and so what I've done is I printed them out and I've like hung them up in my room, so I can actually have a look at it, like when I'm when I'm walking past, I'll just look at it and be like, okay, cool, Charlene, like I said, I'm gonna do this let's do it, let's try do it now. In fact, let's try and be more proactive rather than reactive, right? So so yeah, I think that, you know, if any of you haven't done goals this year or a vision board or something like that, I would actually implore you to do that, because actually a lot of people have been influenced by Issa Rae, who put up a video on Instagram of her vision board from 2016, and she's accomplished everything on, no, not 2016, sorry, 2000 and maybe 14 or 15, whenever the first season of Insecure came out. So I think it was 2015, maybe 15 or 14, and she literally accomplished everything plus more from then to now. It's about a 6 year span or so. Like got her show, bought houses. She's even opened like a restaurant. She's got like a
she just got engaged
coffee
as well,
bar.
didn't she?
Yeah, she got engaged like last year, I think, something like that. So like, you know, she's accomplished, and so, you know, it's really good. And she's now framed up in her house as well, just as a reminder.
Yes, I love that.
So yeah,
humble beginnings. Like,
for real.
I think someone said it on Twitter, like you should refer to it as your visions, which I think is like a really nice way of putting it. So like, don't say it as goals, but like visions, like I'm definitely gonna be doing, I envision myself doing this year, and see it in that way. And I for me, like writing it down, so I've actually physically written them down, because for me, if I physically do something, then it gets in my head rather than putting it on my phone. So yeah, I've done the same, but just physically written it down, and like not just, and it doesn't have to just be things like, oh yeah, I want to get a new job, I want to do this. It can just be things like, I want to be happy, I want to feel like good within myself, like things like that. Like remember, like you should feel good within yourself as well. Like that is an important thing to accomplish within the year. And like even if you don't get to do like this or that, get your new job, get your new flat, whatever, and if you've maybe achieved like, oh yeah, I've got inner peace right now, like that is a huge accomplishment. So like
huge compliment. No, for example, one of mine is to be more honest, and like with myself and also just to people. So you know, tone down the white lies whenever I do tell them, and then also like, you know, just be more honest with yourself, like, you know, okay, cool, like did I really need to do this, or, you know, let me like learn to like, you know, that go on that honesty journey, or whatever. And like those are like, it sounds so simple, but actually like, okay, cool, like today I had to be honest with myself, like did I really need to be in bed for much of the day? Do you know what I mean?
I guess it's about having like accountability as well. Exactly. It's like, look, I've said that I'm going to do this, and like, am I doing it? So exactly, just a constant reminder. So no, I think it's a good thing to do. As we said, I'd implore all of you to get something done. You might not even want to call it goals, you might not want to call it visions, but just maybe just get down a list of things that you would just like to see, you know, and just it's always good to just to have it there, just to remind yourself of just your greatness, but also, you know, your next step in life. Definitely. One of ours is to get a downtown loft in LA. A dream. I know, personally, I would love to be opposite like Venice Beach or something like that. I don't know, like somewhere cute.
Oh yeah, very cute. Venice Beach is pricey though, let's be honest. So
but I mean, we'll obviously be making that money. So
because you know, creatives in America get paid bare money. So you know, but you know, the downtown loft, and then basically what's gonna happen is we're gonna drive to Santa Monica Pier or Malibu. Should we go to Nobu? Yeah, maybe Nobu. Let's obviously let's hit Nobu for breakfast.
For breakfast? Wow. Okay. Yeah. You've been to Nobu though, haven't you?
I've been to, not inside though. Yeah, we went. I feel like when you're in LA, like you decide to go to like. Well, at the time when I went, there was not really time to go to lots of different things like that because we had so many things like planned. So we went to like one of the celebrity hotspots, which was Craig's, and and we just ran into thousands of, like hundreds of people, like famous people, like the whole cast of like Housewives of Beverly Hills.
What the fuck?
Like Cindy Crawford and her family.
Were they filming?
No, I don't think so.
Cindy Crawford
and her family.
He's now dating one of my guys.
Yes, Jacob Elordi.
Her daughter, I mean
her daughters, yeah. So they were sat right behind us, like our beefs are backing onto each other. We saw John Sally, who's like an NBA legend, and he came up to me and was just like, "Girl, you good?" I'm like, yes. Saw the founder of Net-a-Porter. She's called Natalie something.
Shit.
In that 1-3-4 hour period,
we just see so many people.
But it's so regular for them. It's so regular for them. But no, yeah. Hollywood.
But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if you've got anything more to say, but I feel like that's a nice way, positive way to end. Man. The podcast. Listen, we're gonna make it this year, and we're coming with heat. We're coming with heat. Yeah, we are. Guys, the next episode, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the next episode. We're coming with new vibes. We've got some things up our sleeve. Like, London's elevating this year. So just look out. We are. London's elevating. And if there's a vaccine, London might be going on tour, fam. You never know. Oh, yeah. I mean, like, not to say too much, but we would love to take this on the road. So, yeah. What was I going to say? I don't remember. But I literally... What was I going to say? Literally was about to say something. I know. I said... No, I can't. Afia, come on. No, the memories... No. Okay. That's all right. Sorry. It's all right. I tried it. No, I remember now. Yeah, guys, no, it's gone. It's actually, no, I'm so sorry. It's actually gone again.
You can actually cut
It's
this
the
out.
pressure now. It's actually the pressure now. Oh, forget it, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, thank you for your support from last year, though. Like 2020 support was actually mad.
Definitely.
I mean, we're almost a year. I mean, well, we're still a few months away, but still, like, almost a year. So yeah, thank you guys for supporting all this time. Yeah.
Listen, that's us out. Till next time.
Till next time. Bye.
Bye.